Okay, here's the thing. None. You do not need any music theory whatsoever in order to play music. None. Okay, I'm going to expand on that a little bit. It is absolutely true that you do not need music theory in order to play music. Some of the best musicians in history didn't have an ounce of music theory. They had no idea how to describe what it was that they were doing or what the sounds that they were making meant. However, it is a fact that you and I are not the greatest musicians in history. We might like to be, we might think of ourselves as that, but the simple fact is we are not. Okay, so what is music theory? Well, let's start with what it isn't. I used to believe that music theory was like a set of rules that you absolutely had to follow. And in my kind of punk rock days, I was like, screw that, there's no way I'm doing that. I don't want anything to do with rules. But if you actually look at the words music theory, it doesn't say rules in there at all. Music theory is theorizing about music. And to theorize about music, we need language. We need to be able to talk about music. So here's my definition of music theory. It is simply a shared language with which musicians can talk and describe the sounds that they are hearing or the sounds that they are making. It is simply a way of discussing music and theorizing about it. And that brings me to my first point. Do you need to theorize about music in order to play music? The answer is obviously no. Playing music and theorizing about music are completely different things. However, the ability to learn the shared language of music theory is going to open up so many learning opportunities that are going to make you a better musician. Just think about it. How can less knowledge make you better? It's just knowledge is good no matter what context it's in. My second reason for learning music theory is that it puts you in the driver's seat of your musical development. There will be no longer this big thing, this cloud over your head called theory that kind of freaks you out or that you're not allowed to touch, which is what it was like for me for many years. Another reason to learn music theory is it's fascinating. It's endlessly interesting to learn the technical ins and outs of the music that you've been listening to for your entire life. It is fun. And lastly, I'm going to tell you that it is not at all particularly complicated. I would argue that a smart 12-year-old would be able to master all of the aspects of music theory. It's not cognitively. If you're able to work a smartphone, drive a car, and pay your bills online, you are able to learn music theory, even in its really complex forms. It is complicated, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of learning to do, but it is well doable, and there is not some secret language that only the incredibly talented or the incredibly intelligent musicians can get to. Anybody can learn this stuff. So there's my definition of music theory. It is simply the ability to talk and describe the sounds that you're hearing and that you're making. And there is no way that that skill is not going to be useful in your journey in trying to improve your ability to play music. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. I'm here every week on YouTube talking music theory and everything ear training. See you in a video very soon.